What up, everybody? Episode 23 of All You Can Hear Podcasts. Welcome to Spooky Month. This is one of your four co-hosts, Tanner. Over there, I got Wenzel.
Me.
I got Colt.
Man.
I got Cody.
Yeah.
And today, I guess we're going to be telling spooky stories.
Yep.
Spooky stories.
Spooky stories for the beginning of Spooktober.
Yeah.
Spooktober coming to Disney this fall.
I did see today that they're not making a sequel for it. They're straight up remaking Hocus Pocus.
I don't know what that is.
That's fucking annoying.
Yeah, they're and it's funny because all of like the original people from the old movie, they're like, yeah, a sequel would be cool, and they're like, nope, we're remaking it, new cast. Yeah, so that's what's happening with
fucking annoying.
Hocus Pocus. I love the original Hocus Pocus. It's a classic.
That's true.
Yeah, I love
Today
it.
we're going to be talking... Sorry, Tanner.
No, go ahead.
Cutting your fucking Hocus Pocus shit off.
I'm
gives a shit
ready
about
to talk
Hocus
about
Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Old man.
Everyone
Hello.
knows
It came out before I was
no
born.
one gives a shit about Hocus Pocus. Everyone knows the true meaning of Christmas is with Halloween Town. Okay. So
know those Halloween movies where there's a godmother and there's little kids getting Halloween candy on Cartoon Network every year. Abby, you gotta
That's
back
Hocus
me up.
Pocus.
You know these. You know
that's
this.
fucking Hocus Pocus.
No, it's not.
No, he said on Cartoon Network.
There's a
Oh, yeah.
little girl, and she gets bullied by a kid in a devil costume. He's got
Yeah,
tiny dot eyes.
yeah.
I
I know
love
you
that.
don't- I know
I
you
watched
don't.
it every
Mhm.
year.
Is it claymation?
No,
Sort
no.
of.
It's animated, but it's like a really weird, like
It's bad.
Old. Yeah, old.
Y'all remember the Halloween episode of Fairly Odd Parents?
No.
Where all the people dressed up as monsters actually turn into the monsters, and they start singing the song like "Real but Scary."
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite episodes of Fairly Odd Parents. So spooky stories.
Right.
Yeah.
I have no idea who's going first.
I got one. Let me tell you the story of Dark Plagueis the Wild.
Oh, fuck him, dude.
Just kidding, I don't have one.
Didn't even know where you were going.
Did you say something that you had a dream or
Yeah,
some
you had a
shit?
dream.
Yeah, one time I had a dream. It was really weird. Gosh, where was I? It was a It was like
Classic Wenzel.
sorry.
Wenzel.
Classic Wenzel. For some reason I was behind some armored vehicle and we were in the Middle East. I was like 6 at the time, and
When you had the dream, or you're 6 in the dream?
no, I was 6 when I had the dream.
Okay.
And like I've never seen anything like that. Some reason I had that information in my head where like I was in some Middle Eastern town, and then for some reason it started flooding, and we were underwater, and like in like actuality I also couldn't breathe because again with a dream whenever you're drowning your body will
You'll wake up and go like,
yeah like I was actually struggling to breathe, and then there was something swimming around the water, and then I just remember seeing a tail hit me in the face, and that's when I woke up.
dude,
Aquaman.
water freaks me out. Like, I can deal with space movies, but if you show me like that new movie that's coming out soon, where like the whole movie takes place underwater, it has like the sea monster in it or whatever. I don't even remember.
It's the new Guillermo del Toro.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Shape of Water?
Yeah,
Shape of
it's
Water.
that movie. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Oh, really?
It's literally just a fucking fish.
I don't.
The fish man.
I can't do it. Like that scene in Titanic, because every time fucking DiCaprio goes underwater, I hold my breath for that long. I can't do it, and he's only underwater for like a minute.
Bitch, why? You got a pool.
Yeah, but pools aren't scary. I can control the pool. I can't control the Atlantic.
Yeah, that's
Pools
true.
aren't like thousands of feet deep. Well, they
Also
are,
true.
but-
True that.
Except mine is 1,000 feet
Oh.
deep.
I kind of. Do y'all remember? So this is the one that I wanted to bring up. This was a good thing for the podcast. Do y'all remember that time? I think it was like the last year at this time, because it was right before Halloween.
Yeah.
I think Halloween was on a Saturday last year. Was it on?
So
Saturday?
yeah. It was on the weekend.
No,
wait.
Halloween's on Tuesday this year, so it'd been on a Monday last year. So we must.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah, it was on the
It
Monday.
was,
I
so
remember.
we went out there on a Sunday.
Whatever y'all
We were
talking
just out there. We were actually out behind Tanner's grandparents' farm. That was Wenzel's first time being on Tanner's grandparents' farm. Last week on the
but
farm episode, but we actually went out behind his farm, which still is land, but not on the farm itself.
Yeah.
Kind of out in the woods. I think your brother hunts out there some too, right? Tanner?
No, because that would be illegal.
Oh, really?
oh,
Yes.
It's illegal to hunt on your own land?
I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I know all about deer hunting laws, but like I know they feed animals out there, and you can't. Dustin.
Then why did I paint myself orange to make sure I didn't get hit by a hunter?
My younger brother, he's a part of a hunting club, but no, like it's illegal. Like if you're feeding a deer, like if the deer is eating, it's illegal to shoot it.
Yeah, because that's not
like violating whatever. But I don't
Geneva code for hunters.
So,
or something.
I know. I mean, I know they don't just because it's so close to the farm, and there's the dogs, and the dogs scare away the deer. So no, he doesn't hunt anywhere near there.
Anyways, so we were out there hiking in the middle of the fucking woods, our fat asses were, and we come across this like super weird farmhouse, and
Yeah, it looked decrepit as fuck.
Yeah, no, it was like it had the. You don't remember it?
I do not remember that.
You remember being out there though, right?
I remember hiking last year.
You don't remember the farmhouse?
I don't remember a farmhouse.
Yeah, because it had like the old blue crusty shutters, and then there was like that tractor that was over by the side of it, but it was like all broken down. And
Yeah, it looked.
I mean, my grandparents have a tractor, but they're.
Yeah, because you remember you said I didn't know this was out here, and we were all like, well, fuck, let's go in.
Yeah.
I don't remember this at all.
There was like. It was all kind of falling in. Like there was like porn everywhere. There's like those porn books, those old like porn
books.
Yeah.
Not Playboys?
Shout out to Hugh Hefner. You're
Hugh
dead.
Hefner dead.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no,
I pointed to
it
the
was
corner.
Like literally all over the floor in there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
And like Wenzel's like, I'm taking these holes.
Yeah, and remember I was like,
Yeah.
you're not trapped in here with me, but I'm trapped in here with you, and then I start jerking off.
No, he
I didn't really.
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember that bit because you've done it several times.
Well, where do you think it originated
I
from?
don't
Yeah,
remember
it literally
this in the fall.
originated from that house.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't
because we
remember
were talking
this.
about.
He actually did it.
We were talking about Watchmen. Yeah, actually, we were talking about Watchmen, and then Rorschach.
Anyways,
I don't.
Well, you have to remember because what ended up happening was we kept going into the woods. We didn't really give a shit about the house itself.
We passed it twice.
We literally passed it twice because on the way back it was actually getting dark, and it was like dark. It was actually getting dark. It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and you literally stopped inside the house, and we had to come get you. We couldn't find you for a minute because you went into the house. We had to come get you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come on.
It was the biggest thing
You
in the
don't remember
fucking
that?
woods.
I don't think I was with y'all. Well, serious?
Why would you not be out there?
Yeah, why would we wouldn't?
Why would we on your
why would we
grandfather's
go out
Literally
there
remember
without
you
you?
out there. I will never go hiking without you.
I don't remember this.
I'll go hiking.
We were
without
on
you.
your grandfather's farm.
I remember going on the. I don't remember a house
You literally told
or a tractor.
Or not
You
on.
literally told your grandfather. You asked
Yeah, we
him
went
and
into
asked him about it, and he said he didn't know it was out there either.
Yeah, we went into this whole like story time where we were like, yeah, there's some creepy farmhouse out there. You should probably go check it out.
I have no idea.
But probably by yourself.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Oh, and okay, do you remember whenever we were on our way back out? Back out of the woods. There was actually a fucking dead deer.
Oh yeah.
It had
God.
It looked like it literally ran straight into the fucking pine, like the tree itself, like those pine trees with the low hanging stabby
yeah,
branches. Like the deer had just run into the fucking branches and had
Impaled itself, yeah.
I didn't see it on the way in, and it didn't smell. I don't know. It didn't look too.
I mean,
fresh
I saw
either.
it. It was fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't. No, literally do not remember any of this at all.
I mean, I'll admit, I kind of forgot about the deer because I see dead animals like all the time. Like today when I was
bragging about it.
whenever I was driving home, like I was like Abby, I was like, there's a mutilated animal in the road, and I was like, I don't want to run over, and they're like, because I had to go over it, but
Hey, why did you make that noise?
because the sound I made when I was driving, I was
It's
like,
sexual. He likes
no,
it.
I just really didn't want to. I think that's
Are
all.
you? Hey, are you?
I literally have no idea what you guys are talking about. Like
we need to
I'm
stop
like
the podcast.
no, like I'm going through my head trying.
You're like pale. right
Yeah,
now.
you okay, Tan Man?
No.
Tan Man.
Let me go to the bathroom. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
During the podcast? What the? You're shaking the
Do you want
table.
me to stop it?
No, you can keep going. Keep telling stories.
Oh, like we did the farm. Throwback.
Throw back to the.
Remember
farm.
whenever I was chasing that turkey?
That's
Oh.
what changed.
I
Okay,
guess
well,
I gotta carry it while Tanner.
yeah, Tanner does
his
his thing. I think he's going poop.
But yeah, we got out of the woods and everything was cool. But that was the scariest thing. That was actually the scariest thing that happened to. That was like not scary. It was spooky, and it was
Yeah.
also around the summertime of year. But there was actually a time where, whenever I was a little kid, I was standing at my grandmother's door on her porch, and she has a light pole in her yard. And there was this small little light just kind of walking. It looked like a flashlight was going around the pole. And I'm not exactly sure what happened. We didn't know what it was, so I ran inside the house. I was like, "Oh, there's a light outside around this pole." Oh, wait.
That must have been a hard poop. Tanner, you okay?
What the fuck was that? Is he okay?
Well,
I don't know.
What the hell is that boy doing?
Should we go check on him?
Yeah, go ahead.
What the fuck? Why are you turning it back on?
Because they need to hear this shit. Like what? Like I don't know what the fuck is happening. We need to record it for some reason. I don't. Okay, look. Okay, everyone out there, look. Tanner's having a spell or something. He's acting out. We're not entirely sure if this is a joke or not at this point. He's red in the face. His veins are popping out of his fucking head. He bit Colt. Colt's bleeding pretty badly. I mean, like, he's probably gonna need fucking fuck. Oh fuck. Get a chair. Get a chair. Oh, get in the row. Jesus. Get in the chair. Come on. Somebody help me, please. Get in the chair. Okay, does anybody have any rope? Anybody can use this. Okay, what was that? Okay, alright, let's just try to talk. Hey, hush. Somebody take the gag out.
Oh my god, fuck.
Tanner. What's wrong? What's wrong? Tanner, what's wrong?
Tanner, I swear to God, you don't stop screaming.
He just
Eat
fucking,
the fuck. Oh my god, it's all over my shirt.
He just fucking threw up
What the hell, man?
Ew, what'd you eat?
Just fucking turn it off. Just turn off the podcast, Cole. Just go over there.
Colt, go.
I don't know how.
Here,
Colt.
get out. We can't use this shit. We can't use it.
So guys, I wasn't really depressed. I wasn't depressed or possessed or impressed by anything that's happened.
Yeah, but I got lifted up off the ground.
Yeah, I actually did pick up Wenzel off the ground. That was
He actually slammed me to the ground and started kicking me.
I got punched in the gut.
It wasn't even part of the podcast.
Tanner was
bit. He
actually
just did it.
possessed. Actually, like we just got real audio of a possession. Submit it to YouTube as part of this video. Be like, demons are real.
and then we get demonetized.
Yeah.
That's what YouTube does now. Yeah, I mean, it was just something different we wanted to try. We were like, let's do like a little narrative thing. I mean, just you don't really see that with podcasts so much, like with audio. I guess you see it like people that do D&D games, but you never really see like something like that that bad
here, something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, we just wanted to try something different. Kick off the October season. We have a ton of stuff coming. The whole month is spooky themed. We're not doing narratives or whatever you want to call it, stories, whatever. All month. In order, I want to go ahead and say what we're doing for the rest of the month. Is that okay? Do I get the okay from everybody to say it?
No.
Okay. What?
I think we should. Do you want to talk about what we're doing every day?
Yeah, we can talk.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's tell them what we're doing.
Okay, so this is going up today, October 2nd, and then I am going to mention real quick we have an Uncanon episode going up this week. It will go up on Friday, which is God. It's so hard doing dates in my head this quick. The 6th, third, fourth, fifth. Yeah, the 6th, October 6th. We're going to do a season 3 wrap up on Rick and Morty. It's not a numbered episode of AYCH. It's literally like a listen to it if you're into Rick and Morty. Don't listen to it if you're not. Obviously, you're not going to miss anything of the canonical AYCH timeline. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, just a short thing. So like,
I mean, or however long it goes. I mean, we're going to talk about every episode of the season. Talk about our thoughts on the season, stuff like that. So that will be out on October 6th. On October 9th, we have the history of ghost hunting coming out. We're going to be talking about just like ghost hunting through the ages and like
we going back
to Jack.
No, you can't do that shit.
Nothing.
To 1800s.
To the 1800s.
We're going to be talking about
when Jax first got discovered.
Dinosaur ghosts.
Jax the dinosaur. Did you know Jax the restaurant is named after the Jax dinosaur, which was found with a chicken biscuit in his hand?
Yup. Tell me the lie. On October, oh God, now I'm confused because I don't know what we're doing on what day.
The dinosaur ghost.
October 16th, which is the next Monday, third Monday of October, we are doing a Halloween candy taste test.
Yep.
Where I don't know what we're trying yet. I don't think and nobody here knows what we're trying.
We're probably literally gonna go to like Dollar General or some place like that.
Some sketchy
and
place.
Pick up like cheap candy.
Yeah, it's going to be like
Publix.
the candy you get.
It's gonna be like common candy.
Expired.
Like, it's gonna be like name brand candy, but they're gonna be minis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to go dumpster diving. We're going to go find some candy. We're going to eat it on the podcast.
That's what's really scary.
October 23rd, that next Monday, the fourth Monday, we are going to be doing we're going to be talking about our favorite scary movies, pretty much. There's going to be some video game and TV talk in there, but it's mostly going to be movies.
Spooky media.
Yeah, spooky media essentially, but mostly movies. I think we're actually getting together to watch movies next weekend. So that's or this coming up weekend when this goes up. So that's exciting. I haven't really seen that many scary movies. I've seen some scary movies, obviously, but like nothing to write. I haven't seen a lot of your classics, per se. And then October 30th for our big October Spooky Fest wrap up, we're going to be recording from a spooky location.
We actually will be. It'll be like we're gonna be doing some ghost hunting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, the podcast will actually be ghost hunting on the podcast. That will go up the day before Halloween, October 30th, and that's what we're doing for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, we're going to be hunting some single ghost.
Ooh, single ghosts out there.
By the
Single
way,
ghost,
Abby's
HMU.
been here the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a trooper.
She watched the whole bit go down with Tanner.
Yeah.
I feel very bad for her.
She watched because let me tell you, the gold you were hearing through your ears didn't translate for video.
No.
It was literally 4 sweaty men slapping
Yeah.
against each other.
And
Cody didn't do anything. I don't know where the fourth
and
one
I'm
came from.
already sweaty naturally. Like, I'm just a sweaty person. So, like, it wasn't fun for anybody.
God, it was.
What I won't do for the medium.
It was really entertaining.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tanner can't scream worth shit.
I can't. Well, okay, so originally, a little behind the scenes for you. Originally, it was going to be Wenzel that got possessed, but then Wenzel was like, I can't live up to these standards, whatever the standards were.
Well, I mean, I can't scream good.
Yeah, and I can't scream good. Now, when I had the napkins in my mouth from when I was gagged, like, I feel like that came off a little bit more naturally than me, like, screaming, like, cause I don't scream. I'm not a
You're
loud
used to being
person.
gagged and screaming.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tanner's like, I'm not a screamer.
I'm not a screamer, but it pretty much... With like the napkins in my mouth, I felt like that was fine because it was like muddled and muffled, whatever it is. But without it, I was just like you know, and like I don't like I'm not a loud person. I talk a lot, but I'm not a loud person.
Yeah.
So that was a little rough.
And I tried.
And then Cody tried to scream. He was like, "I can't do it when people are watching." So it's okay. And then Colt, and then we all
I'm
felt
gonna do it for the podcast if I can't. If people watch, anyways.
yeah. And Colt was like, we need Colt here for the witty banter. So Colt was kind of out of the question. So I decided I wanted to be possessed. Yeah, and the farmhouse, there's not a farmhouse, to my knowledge, at my grandparents' house. Totally could be. That could be some crazy shit
Where
that
do we
they have
fucking
out there.
find one?
That would be insane. I was thinking
And
about
there's
that while
porn
you were
mags
talking.
all over the ground.
Porn
But
mags
guys,
everywhere.
don't you realize there's a farmhouse right in front of us? Tanner had a stroke.
Yeah.
A
But-
seizure.
I let out the realest scream of the whole podcast just then. Not even possessed. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing in October. And then obviously as October ends, we roll into November and December. We roll into some more holiday themed things, which is more like, I like Halloween obviously, but I think everybody here is probably a bigger fan of Halloween than I am. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the spooky. Give me all the memes, Monster Mash. You know, I did Thriller on the kazoo as the intro. If you couldn't catch on to that, so obviously I love Halloween. Thank you, Santa. But Christmas is my jam. If you follow me on Twitter, you've already noticed that my Christmas name and Christmas avatar have been up for about 3 weeks.
It's true. Whenever November 1st comes around, Tanner dresses like Mariah Carey for a week and sings "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Yeah.
Stop.
Blackface and everything.
Jesus. No, I know.
That actually does not happen.
That's not.
That
I mean, I
was-
dress up like Mariah Carey. Yes, that happens.
Okay,
But
just to give you guys a heads up, that would be something we edit out if we edited the podcast.
Yeah. But I just threw that in there for all those edgy kids out there. You're welcome.
That's right. We're no political correctness here.
You goddamn libtards.
Like, shout out to all my South Park fans.
Wenzel came out of
Everyone
me, I'm
should be
sorry.
watching South Park right now. Anyways.
But no, that's pretty much all I got. So I
Short
guess.
podcast today.
Yeah,
Perfectly
short
fine.
podcast.
It was a
yeah.
show. It took way longer than necessary. We've been here since 5:30.
Yeah,
Lies.
Yeah.
We've actually been here since 6. But it's,
I've been here since
Wenzel got here
5:30.
at 5:30. Yeah,
They don't
Wenzel
know
had
what time it is. It's now
It's
8
8.
p.m.
It's
Oh, let's confuse them. 10 o'clock.
it's 5:32.
It took us 2 hours to do this.
Yeah. Granted, I mean, we bantered for about an hour before we even sat down. But so yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on. And I mean, this is a shorter episode because we don't know how long some of the other episodes this month are going to go. We don't want to spam, and we're obviously doing an extra podcast this month, so we don't, want to oversaturate ourselves or whatever you call it. Oversaturate? That's probably not the right verbiage. But yeah, and stuff like that. And we have the SCI Trios episode coming up, so that'll probably be a longer one.
We just got a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah, I mean,
I
we
hope you're
really do.
excited.
We really do. Like I said it last week, but we have every podcast for the rest of the year up till the first week of January planned out. And we actually have something pretty special first week of January, but I'll talk about that sooner at a time because it's October 2nd right now.
Yep.
So, yeah.
All right.
So, let's wrap it up real nice, like a Halloween present.
With some plugs.
Yeah, with some plugs. First off, please, if you're listening to this podcast, follow us on Twitter at AYCH Podcast. That is one of the biggest ways you can support us right now. All our updates go on there. If any sort of schedule, like podcast schedule, we may post a picture of all the October podcasts that we're doing after this one goes up next week.
Rate us, please.
Yes. Rate us on iTunes, which is all you can hear podcasts. Obviously, if you're listening to us, you know that. SoundCloud, all you can hear. We're on Google Play Music, all you can hear podcasts. We're just rate us, subscribe us, share us with your friends. Tell us what you like about the podcast, what you don't like about the podcast, all that smooth jazz. We're on Instagram as well, Instagram/AYCH Podcast. We're also on Twitch, twitch.tv/all you can hear. Colt's going to get the HDMI cord, damn it, if it's the last thing
I
do.
need that cord.
Fuck, I forgot to look at that.
No, I'll resend you the link I found. I dropped my kazoo. I found
it was
one,
floating in the air.
Yeah, I was floating in the air. And you can follow me on Twitter at Tanner1495.
Did you plug the Instagram?
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
You can follow me, Wenzel, on Twitter at WenzyWilkie.
You follow me on Twitter at ColtD88. I've been posting some quality tweets, but nobody's been there to retweet them. So retweet my tweets, because a kid was making bad SpongeBob jokes this morning, and I was very angry at that.
I did. I don't even look at Twitter anymore.
I was about to say, Cody's hardly ever on Twitter.
Cody's on to the next gen of social media, MySpace 2.
Excuse me.
Cody's
it's called,
like 280 characters too much.
It's called Snoop Chat. It's Snoop Dogg's version of Snapchat.
We've actually wrapped all the way around. I'm back on LiveJournal. We've wrapped all the way around, and we're back on
my
LiveJournal.
yearbook. You can follow me at CODDOC11 on my Twitter and my Instagram. I post pretty often on my Instagram. Now I do, at least monthly.
I post pretty often, about once a month.
Like every 2 weeks or so, or monthly. Just depends on how I'm feeling. Twitter, not so much, but you can still follow me. I'm not going to flood your feed with a bunch of annoying shit. So.
I will, though.
Yeah, Tanner will.
I will.
Abby, do you want to plug?
No.
She looks so scared. She's like, no. I don't want this tied back to me.
Well,
I don't post anything,
I get-
so there's no need to follow me.
I noticed something before we wrap it up. If you guys, if you, or the three
Say
of you
the
were
names.
Who are
here-
you pointing at?
if Colt, Cody, and Abby were here, and me and Tanner were in there, then who was turning off the lights over there?
all right. Well,
It's Mangle! Oh,
Nosferatu.
see, that's what I was kind of hoping with the end of this, by the way. Just so before we end this, I was really hoping that Wenzel, when I wrote this, that Wenzel would be the one that was possessed. So at the end, we could reveal that it was actually Menzel.
It was Wanner!
But the real question is though, who possessed Tanner?
Wow.
Why I think Menzel hasn't done anything recently?
It was.
He's dead.
I'm going to
Is
talk
he?
about that off the podcast. Goodbye, everybody.
In the podcast, where is Menzel?